Hey everyone, I'm Sison, and today we're doing a quick unboxing on the Sony A6300. Alright, so finally I have a Sony A6300 ready to unbox and review, and I gotta say I did play with the camera a few days ago at a couple Sony events that we had here in Sydney, Australia, and the camera is it's so fast to focus, and I gotta say it's such a big upgrade from the Sony A6000. Now it may look the same in terms of the size and the shape, but in terms of what it offers, there's so many things that it can bring to the table, especially when you consider what DSLRs and mirrorless cameras can do. So if you don't know what I mean, stay tuned till the end of the video. I'll explain it a bit further, but it pretty much blurs the line, especially when you're looking at sports and wildlife photography. So enough of me talking, let's just go ahead and see what's in the box, and at the end of the video I'll give you my first impressions and a few sample photos and videos, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so this is what the box looks like. As you can see, you've got the picture of the camera, the name of the camera, and on this side you've got some barcodes and some information here, and turning it around you've got some specs and some main features. And turning around on this side, you've got some optional accessories, and taking a look at the bottom, some more information. And on the top, this is where you lift the box open and take a look inside. So first of all, you've got a few pamphlets. You've got Capture One Express, Wi-Fi, NFC, some lens and accessories booklets, some more booklets in different languages and instructions. And taking a look in here, first off, you've got a power cable. Another power cable for another country, another power cable, a eye cup for the camera or the viewfinder, a charger, USB cable, a W-type battery, like that, and a Sony strap. So this strap actually feels a bit different compared to the other ones I have. Let's see if it has the name of the camera, because I do like having the name of the camera on the straps, but Sony has not included it, unfortunately. It's a bit different from the other ones, but it looks good. And finally we have the camera itself, so I'll move that to the side there. And there we go. Alright, so that's the Sony A6300. In terms of how it feels a bit more sturdier compared to the A6000. It's more in line to what the A7s feel like. It's got a different finish, but it's also got a stronger build. So it's got a magnesium alloy build. It's also dust and moisture resistant, given that you're using it with FE lenses. So the only FE lenses, actually all FE lenses have dust and moisture resistance. None of the crop sensor lenses, such as maybe the 16 to 50 or maybe a 50mm 1.8, doesn't have weather resistance. So in future it might be best for, well, I'm sure Sony will bring in more dust and moisture resistant lenses in the future, but as for now you're going to have to settle with FE lenses. So taking a look at the camera itself, you've got pretty much the same layout as the Sony A6000. You've got a dial here to change the settings. Oh, these do feel a bit more rough to turn, which is great, because just in case you accidentally turn it, well, there's less chance for you to accidentally turn it. Anyway, you've got the mode dial here. Pop-up flash is there, which is also great because you can also bounce it for different angle shooting, or if you want to, face it up. You've got the multi-interface shoe here, which you can attach different accessories such as a flash or a microphone. You've also got the viewfinder, which is a 2.4 million dot viewfinder. So it was about the same resolution on the NEX6. Then the resolution in the viewfinder dropped on the A6000. Now Sony have brought it up back to high-res viewfinder. So a bit strange, but yeah, that's the way it is, unfortunately. And of course you've got a simple button layout, which is all customizable. And you've got the record button here, and Mic input. So if you want to attach external microphones, you are able to do that with this camera, and unfortunately there is no headphone jack to monitor the sound. Other than that, you do have a mini HDMI port and the USB connection here. Of course, you've got the tilting LCD screen like that, and you do on the bottom have a battery input for your W-type battery, so it goes in like that, and you've got a SD card slot, and of course you've got the NFC badge for one-touch pairing. And yeah, that's basically a quick tour around the camera. Let's go ahead and see what this camera can do, so stay tuned for a few sample photos and videos. Alright, so here are just a few test shots taken with the Sony A6300. These are all straight out of the camera with no post-processing, and all shot with the Zeiss 16-70mm f4 lens. Bear in mind, these are just simple snapshots that I took around the area with me while I was doing some errands, so they're not the greatest shots, but it does give you an indication of the quality that you can expect out of the camera. Alright, so I am currently filming with the Sony A6300. I'm shooting this in XAVCS HD, and this video is just to give you a quick idea of the video quality that you can expect out of this camera. I'm using the internal microphones at the moment, so this is also giving you an idea of the sound quality that you can expect. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the sample photos and videos that you just saw. And by the way, that was all shot with a Zeiss 16-70mm f4 lens. Now, I do recommend using this lens with this camera, mainly because in terms of the size and the weight, it's not too big and not too heavy. And it is a big step up from the 16-50mm kit lens, which, to be honest, is a bit more plasticky and a bit more fiddly, but you know, it is a bit smaller. And if you're not on a budget, this is a good lens to pair it off with. Now, at the beginning of the video, I said that that this camera blurs the line between mirrorless and SLRs. And what I meant by that is that when you're shooting at 8 frames per second shooting, you still get a live view feed of what the camera is seeing. So you used to not be able to do that with mirrorless cameras, but with this one, when you're shooting at high frame rates, you do get the live view feed, which is going to be great for tracking your subjects in between shots. So whether you're shooting sports, wildlife, or anything fast moving, being able to track whether your subject is moving is going to be great, not only for just composing your shot, but so you can actually see where your subject is moving towards. So on SLRs you had that sort of feature, but with mirrorless cameras now, it's sort of blurring the line between what you can do between each type of camera. So that's a great feature to have. Now, in terms of ergonomics, the camera still feels great to hold in the hand. It actually feels more in line with the A7 II series cameras. So in terms of the finish and the feel, it's a lot more durable, and having that added weather resistance is a big plus, but you have to bear in mind that you have to use FE lenses as well. Also, you do have the mic input, so you can use external microphones on this camera now, which was one of my main criticisms of the A6000. Now my main criticism would be that there's no headphone jack, so there's no way to monitor the sound until after you reviewed the footage. There are workarounds, but having that headphone jack would have made things a lot easier. Now, autofocusing, of course, has been improved significantly, having 425 autofocus points. That's going to be great for tracking your subjects. And I can't wait to try this out in the field, but That's pretty much it from me for now. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. And if you're lucky enough to own one already, let me know what you think about it. And remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more Sony camera reviews and tutorials. You can also check out more sample photos on my Facebook and my Instagram by clicking the links below. And if you want to support my channel financially, please donate to my channel as well by clicking the card on the top. Now until then, happy shooting and thanks for watching.